Hi, I'm Andrei. In this video I want to talk about several habits that helped me in the previous year. Some that I failed and some that I want to retry this year. My reasons to develop habits: it makes life more interesting, and at a long distance it can provide significant results in different areas, in relationships, in money, at work, in health. And the good thing is that when the habit is established, it's much easier to keep it going. So now my 5 top habits from the last year. The first one is daily journaling. I do it in the morning with a cup of coffee on my computer in the default notes app. I review the previous day. Sometimes I remember dreams from the night. I plan the next day. I have some thoughts about what is most important in it. And then I have some gratitudes about something in my life. This habit helps me to focus on the coming day, to get the problems out from my head, and to stay positive even if something bad happened the previous day. Also, I have a short evening part. I make a detailed list of actions for the next day, and it allows me to see if I'm overcharged or not. The second habit is journaling again, but this time it's weekly review and plan sessions, when I check what worked well the last week, what worked not so well, how I can make the process better, if I'm good with my year goals, and what I achieved the previous week. I think journaling is one of the most important habits for me, because it allows me to reflect and to build the working systems, and it's like a foundation for the other habits. The next one is running. I like it. It took time to like it, but it's good for health and for mind. I have another video explaining the benefits, and for me, with each past year, the health becoming more and more important. Then I added not so long ago the habit, the 5 minutes rule. Probably you know the idea. It's simple enough. If you have some task that you can start, you do it for 5 minutes, then you can stop. But studies have shown that you will regret not taking action much more than failing it. Often at the end, the 5 minutes turns into 15 or more. So it's also important as a foundation for the other habits for me. The last one in this list is creating. I try to create something every day, apart from my work as a programmer. It can be a photo, a short video, work on a video like this, or a video from my travel. It can be an iOS application, sometimes even cooking. I don't count here an egg in microwave, something that requires more efforts and more delicious, so that I'm happy to share with my friends or family. Maybe there is not a lot of value sometimes, or I don't like the final result, but I feel like I'm moving somewhere, and it forces me to progress and to learn new things, and it makes me happier at the end. Even if it's a small simple drawing for my coffee at the bottom Instagram, it gives some meaning to my day, and it feels inverse to what I feel when I stuck to Facebook, Twitter or TV series. Now about the habits that I failed to develop. First one, using the Pomodoro timer for work. The principle of the timer, you work for 25 minutes on one subject, then you make a pause for 5 minutes, then you repeat cycle 4 times, and then you make a bigger pause. And it's a good thing. It allows to be really focused on something, be productive, and to get into the flow state. But I always forget to start or to stop the timer. I still use it sometimes for 1-2 cycle, and I still need some solution to make interruptions and to stand up from time to time from my computer. Then meditations I try it each year, but usually I stop after a month or two. And I like the state of awareness and more stable mood. And I'm interested in how it can affect my life in the long term. So this year I want to try it for the whole year. And I already started it with a 31 days mindfulness challenge made by Anna on Yoganasana's channel. We started from 1 minute and we increased by 1 minute each day. For the meditations longer than 15 minutes, sometimes it was difficult to find the time or to sit if it was seated meditation. So now I'm continuing with 5-10 minutes meditations, and it's very easy now. The next habit I wanted is blogging. I have a technical blog that I almost abandoned 2-3 years ago, and I wanted to restart it, and I wanted to write something non-technical too, but I failed it. And for me it was the question of priorities. For now I have more fun with YouTube and Instagram. The same for iOS applications. I like to work on them, and the last year I was able to release one, but then I stopped, and this year I don't know, I maybe will try to create another one, but I will set some strong time boundaries, like 12 weeks for a minimal valuable product. The next one is reading books. I switched to reading news when the war in Ukraine started, and only now I have restarted this habit. It's not difficult with 5-minute rule, and it works well before sleep. It has different goals for me. Sometimes it to relax, sometimes to learn something new, sometimes to motivate me to make some changes in life. Then solo hikes 2 times per month on weekends. I stopped them because I overcharge myself with other projects. And this habit is very important for me because it allows me to reset my mind. It's like several hours meditation. It's good for health too, and it allows me to practice my photography skills. This year I am restarting it. I already made one hike and was very happy after it. The last one I want to mention is strength and stretching trainings. The running is good, but the other muscles also need some attention, especially with my all-day seat work. For now I have started to make some basic exercises for 15 or 30 minutes, 3 times per week. I see how it helps, and I will decide how to develop it in 2 months. So a lot of habits. I have a tendency to stop after 3 months. But this time I'm interested how they will work on a long distance of 2-3 years. I'm curious what habits were most useful for you the last year. Leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, if such subjects are interesting for you, and see you.